It's the Odd Couple. He's Rob, and I'm Kelvin on a TV Things on Thursday. And now, joined again, welcome into the Odd Couple once again, our man Leon, actor, singer, and Knicks superfan who is probably on a super high right now with the way his team is up a couple games on the Celtics. Leon, what's up, man?
What's up, Leon?
Oh, yes. Orange and blue skies. You all know about it right now. But I am a common sense Negro, okay? and so I'm realistic about it. We've won 2 games by a total of 2 points. So it ain't like we blowing people out. So, and plus, going down by 20 for 3 quarters is not a recipe to win games.
Right. Well, I mean, true. We'll say this, Leon, and you've been on before with Chris and I, and the Knicks. Most of the time, it wasn't. It was always bad news for you, and things weren't going to work out exactly. But I'm not mad at Knicks fans for being thrilled when you win kind of thrilling games, despite what the Celtics have done, which is self-destruct. Of all the stuff you've seen, how shocking is it just to see the Celtics miss that many threes?
It's not really that shocking to me because if there's a whole saying, you live by the 3, you die by the 3. And it's also not shocking to me because the Celtics have blown big leads all season. And they've also lost games at home all season more than they've lost on the road. So the real thing is what's going to happen in the Garden because now we have control. And that's the biggest thing that's going to happen is what are we going to do in the Garden? Are we going to hold home court or at least get one of them? Because we do that, we all right. The Knicks are 5-0 in the playoffs on the road. So they've proven they can win on the road.
Yeah, now they just got to take care of business at home, as you mentioned. They've been in some tight games all postseason, it feels like. They played against the Pistons, and it was nip and tuck most of those games. And obviously they've had to come back against the Celtics. Just tell me what you think of Jalen Brunson and him, Mr. Clutch of the Year, and what he's meant to this team and to that franchise in that city.
It's amazing. It's amazing. We haven't had a captain in 10 years. Now we have a captain of the team. He's a great leader. I'm really happy. To be honest with you, though, I'm a little concerned towards the end of the game that he's handling the ball way too much. I don't believe he should be dribbling 20 seconds out of the 24 clock. I mean, I'd like to see Thibodeau install some more plays. Why he is not running pick and roll with Cat almost every time he comes down, I don't understand. Both can pop from the outside, both can roll. But I see Cat will set a pick and set him roll to the bucket. He just stays outside.
Yeah, it seems like real quick, Rob, I was going to say, one thing I was going to say about their dynamic, it kind of seems like they can't both get off at the same time. It seems like Brunson's having a great game, or like this most recent one, he finished well, but he didn't play great, but then Cat played well. It's like they haven't been able to kind of do it at the same time, Leon. Have you noticed that?
No, but that's not true. During the season, they both were doing it at the same time. That's why they were both all-stars. They both averaged over 25 points a game. During the season, they were a great duo. But it's now in the playoffs is when you really got to make sure you maximize on that. And that's what I want to see happen. We got 2 all-stars on this team, and they need to play like all-stars. And I also put this on Brunson, and I put this on Thibodeau. That first game, Cat can't shoot 9 shots in a game. That's ridiculous.
No, that's ridiculous. Absolutely. You're not trying to win with that kind of numbers or output. I don't want to rain on your parade, but I do have to bring this up because you're a baller and a basketball player.
Shit.
But the Mitchell Robinson free throw, what was that? That might have been the worst. You want to talk about the worst free throw I ever saw? I don't even know what that was.
It wasn't really a free throw. I thought he was passing it to the fans.
I thought he was throwing it back to the ref.
Leon, when you saw that, did you go like, because you should hear Reggie Miller on the broadcast was like, oh, no. And Kevin Harlan.
No, did you see Robinson's face? He put his head down.
I mean, I've seen people miss free throws or whatever. There have been some bad free throws, but that might have been the worst one I've ever seen.
Yeah. I really understand anyone makes it to this level, and you can't shoot free throws, and you can't even take a shot. I've never seen him take a shot, not even in the layup line.
That's crazy.
That's actually funny. I don't know if I've ever seen him shoot a 12-footer.
So what I'm saying is that I've never understood how you can get to this level
Right.
and not have at least one go-to move. Like, what do you do in the gym? One go-to move. A little jump hook, a little fade, something.
I agree. When I see guys make it up and they don't have a shot or they can't be offensively, they're just – it's like, how did you make it all the way through all the ranks and not get there? All right, here's a bigger question for you. Will you be at Game 3, and are you paying, what is it, $50,000?
$54,000 is the highest ticket right now.
Have you seen the tickets? $54,000, the cheapest, or $3,000 or $600 for nosebleeds? Where are you going to be in the building?
Okay. Now, I don't know if you've ever watched Knicks games, but if you have, you've seen me sitting courtside.
I've seen you.
Okay. And that is the reason why I continually work as an actor to make movies and TV shows that people love, so that they invite me to sit at the game. Thank you very much. Okay? When I'm in the building, you know I'm in the building.
All right, I'm asking you, are you going to be in the building for Game 3?
Well, the only reason I won't be in the building for Game 3 is because I'm on the road with my band right now, and I'm trying to make sure my flight gets in on time. They're really messing me up with this 3:30 nonsense.
Right. Why is that? Why?
Yeah, we were talking about that yesterday.
3:30. Like, that should be a primetime game. I know it's, what is that, because of the West Coast games or what? What is the reason that Knicks and Celtics are playing in the afternoon?
I don't know. Maybe they want the kids to come have hot dogs. I don't know. I can't figure it out.
That should be a nighttime game. I'm shocked that that's a 3:30 start.
Well, it's amazing. Let me tell you something. I just posted the other day, and because I've been saying this for years, the NBA playoffs is the best series on TV, and has been for years. These games, when it gets to playoff levels, are just intriguing, fun to watch, down to the wire, and a lot of it's because the referees are letting the guys play.
Yes, I agree with that.
Well, but there were a lot of blowouts in the first round, too. I mean, let's not.
Rob,
I mean,
can you enjoy all the mostly close ones?
Oh, okay. But wait a minute. But wait a minute,
Leon.
Leon, did you watch OKC win by 43 last night? It wasn't last month. It was last night. Every game's not nip and tuck. That's all I'm saying,
Everyone
Leon.
can't be, Rob.
No. Listen, no. Okay, can we?
Is that fair?
Can we agree that 8 or 7 out of 10?
Okay. I'm not
good.
saying there've been some really good games.
Listen, if there's 2 games or 3 games in a night, and 2 of them are great, or one of them is great out of 2, come on now.
I'm just saying. It's just funny you're saying that after that disgusting game yesterday.
Yeah,
that
was ridiculous.
That game was over before it started.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was terrible.
All right, so let me get here. Okay, so they're up 2-0.
Mm-hmm.
They have to win this series, don't they?
Well, no, one would think, but
No. I'm not one would think. I'm asking you, as a Knicks fan, if anything other than winning this series is a total disaster of the season, correct?
I don't know. I wouldn't say it's a disaster of the season, but it really hurts.
Come on, Leon. Y'all this close to getting to the Eastern Conference Finals.
Let me tell you why. Let me tell you why it hurts. It hurts because we have not been able to get past the second round for the last 3 years. That's where it's really going to hurt. And it's going to hurt because it's Boston. See, you have to tell us that if you're from New York, right, and you ask, if the Knicks, what do you want the Knicks to do? You want the Knicks to win a championship. If the Knicks don't want to win a championship, what's the second best thing? Well, the second best thing to a New Yorker is to beat Boston.
I get that. I mean, I'm from Jamaica, Queens, so I get that whole thing. But my point is, once your team exceeds the expectation, which is going to Boston and winning 2 games on the road, if you don't look at this series and say the Knicks can't, if the Celtics come back and win 4 out of the next 5 and they advance and beat you, you have lost a golden opportunity and you have choked is what you have done. I'm sorry. Because all you got to do is win 1 of the next 2 games and you're in the driver's seat.
Yeah, let me tell you something. I agree with you except for the choke part because let's be honest.
That wouldn't be a choke?
No, because the champs could actually start playing like the champs, and that could be a problem. You got to realize they 25 for 100 from the 3-point line.
I get it.
25 for 100.
At some point, the numbers are going to start
Yeah, but the Knicks haven't played great either. Like, go look at the numbers. Jalen Brunson was 6 for 19. He can play better. Like, there are other guys. Mikal Bridges didn't have a point for the first 3 quarters. Mm-hmm. You know, like they can improve and play better.
We were down 20
right.
at 3 quarters. So you know we ain't playing good. But one thing I have to say, and this is what I love, we are playing good when it counts.
No, you guys.
When the game is tied, and it's either way, we doing what we have to do.
You definitely did that against
All right,
the Leon,
real
quick.
You don't sound confident on that.
He did for a minute, Rob. Then it changed.
I know. What's changed with Leon? You're not confident?
No. Listen, I'm very confident. But like I started off the show saying, I'm a common sense Negro. Okay.
Right,
so I'm gonna be confident, but I'm not gonna be overconfident.
All right, I respect it. Leon, real quick before you go, real quick, we got about less than a minute. You played in so many classic movies, so many that are staples, especially with black folks. Let me ask you this: series, Temptation, or The 5 Heartbeats? Which one do you say people bring up to you the most? Which one's the one people have questions, they stop you about, they ask you about, they talk to you about?
Wow. I would say the Temptations, one, because it's more recent and it plays more, but also because of that line that I said, ain't nobody coming to see you, Otis. You know what I'm saying? Like if I don't hear that every day of my life, I must be dead.
Well, let's make sure you hear it today. Ain't nobody trying to see you, Otis.
But that's good. Like if you could have a line where people, I know it's annoying, but it's great that that sticks with people, right?
For sure.
Well, and that's why I went to the problem of trademarking it. Thank you very much.
There you go, smart man.
Smart man for sure. Leon, we appreciate
Thanks,
you as
Leon.
always.
We'll talk to you again.
Thank
all right.
you. I appreciate you guys too.
All
Go
right.
Knicks. Go Knicks.